What's up, people? Hello, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another match reaction here at the Cup Chasers podcast. The Arsenal have defeated Wolves 2-1 in what was frankly looking like a wonderful, perfect day until shades of last season haunted us and we looked shaky there at the end. But go ahead and get the likes up on the video. Thanks for being here. Thanks for listening. Subscribe if you're new. We're on our way to 200. Let's get right into it. The Arsenal lineup was unchanged from Brentford, and even though I thought Kai Havertz perhaps deserved to start for the first time in his Arsenal career, I did not mind seeing Leandro Trossard in the left-sided 8 role. I thought that he was absolutely fantastic there today. First point right out the gate, not for nothing that in the first 2 games that we've actually had a strong performance from our left-sided 8, barring when Rice wasn't there, we've looked dominant. Dominant versus Lens, where Havertz actually contributed to the team. And then Trossard's had a fantastic game in that spot today. And his contribution and Kai's, I think, allowed freedom for Martin Odegaard, who was improved last game and then improved upon that today and was very impressive for the most part today. Very impressive in that first half. We were imperious right from the rip. I think that Arteta and the offensive coaches, the forward coaches, have taken a look at these double teams. And Saka's been double teamed all season. I even saw on Instagram, I think it was because Arsenal are on Instagram too much, but that is a whole nother discussion. Saka mentioned that he's been working on the double team. He's been trying different things in practice, trying to figure out how to defeat the double team. And I think that they devised a strategy around splitting the defenders. We did that the very first option, and we scored a goal 4 minutes in. Even on the other side, it looked like Martinelli was trying to split the defenders at times as well. And we did that to great effect today, I thought. Also, the second option when they were double teamed, it looked like, was to draw the defenders, the double team, all the way to the goal line, play it back to Tomiyasu or Zinchenko at the corner, and try to get that cross in, or can find Odegaard a little bit further in. We had some shots at the top of the box that resulted from this a number of different times. And, you know, maybe if Declan Rice gets a better connection, he's got a goal there. A couple of ones that Odegaard lined up as well. So I thought that our tactics going forward were effective right out the rip. And it also must be said that, you know, normally the low blocks will persist for long periods of the game and frustrate. And that was obviously the game plan for Wolves. They don't always sit super low, super deep, but I think right at the rip, that might have been the plan, the game plan. And they got ripped apart immediately. And so, I mean, and then the 13th minute we score again. And their game plan was kind of not completely thrown out the window because they were still scared to get hit, but they kind of had to come out. They knew they had to come out a little bit. So it looked a little indecisive tactically. They were kind of caught between, and we absolutely just ate it up, just dominated that. That second goal, this second goal is undeniably, unquestionably sensational. Whew. I mean, we were so wide. We were spreading the ball around, spreading the field super wide and getting their formation really wide. And so Saka hits the cross, a little bit overhit, sure, goes all the way, and it's retrieved. We draw the defender, go back to Zinchenko, and then it's just Jesus peels, has a magnificent touch. One touch, boom, back of the net. Glorious goal. You absolutely love to see that. We were absolutely firing at the beginning of this game. I think that Odegaard's looking like, you know, he's feeling confident again, feeling back to his best. That was one of his better performances this season. Now, I think that Gabriel Jesus' contribution has to be mentioned. He was absolutely fantastic in the way he pulled back for that second goal, in the way he pulled the ball up. The commentators were even mentioning the number of times that he had a guy on his back like this, and he had his foot on top of the ball. The skill he showed for the first goal, where he receives the pass when Saka splits the defenders, and then holds it, rolls it, gets another roll, and then a little flick to the side, and Saka's able to get the lucky deflection and finish for the 1-0 in the 4th minute. Fantastic. Just come out the blocks. I don't necessarily think that it was so much like last season where we're just gung-ho right out the rip. I think the fact that we scored in the 4th minute really kind of, locked up tactically our comfort. And we were comfortable for a long time in this game. I thought that the fact that midfield trio were all cooking made us absolutely devastating in the first half. I thought Tomiyasu had a good game. I thought we defended well, winning lots of second balls, kept them pinned in. And it wasn't until around the 25th minute that they even sniffed it, that they even sniffed the ball. They had a good spell of possession. Tommy clears one out into nowhere, and they're able to pin us back again for about a 5-6 minute spell of possession there. And but we kept them quiet. And then the second half comes out, and honestly, I was expecting the same thing we saw in the second half against Lens. It was controlled. It was less intense. It was, the idea was to keep it tight, to keep it controlled and not give anything away. We got complacent. Same thing that happened a lot last season. They started to creep in. I think maybe the effort we've given, get a couple of tired legs out there. And, I thought that a couple of mistakes started to creep in. And when I was doing the thumbnail for this video, in the 85th minute, I still had it as comfortable win. We give a goal, and it looks like Anfield all over again. It looks like West Ham all over again. Just nervous at home. It looked like the Fulham game all over again. Nervous at home at the end of the match. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. That was too much like last season. At one point in this game, I thought to myself, our biggest thing we needed to improve on last year was not getting complacent. And we weren't. We didn't look like we were complacent for about 65, 70 minutes. But then, I don't know. Wolves have shown they have late goals in them. They've scored in every game this season, bar the United game when they were robbed. Scored to beat Tottenham late. That flashed in my mind when they scored. I was like, oh, God, no, we're not going to give this away. I was nervous. I was wringing my hands a little bit at the end. Was not a fan of how we ended that game. And we can't do that. We can't have that. We can't have that. That's why we needed to finish. Nketiah, bro, your only job. You're not getting starts. The only thing you can do is to come in and score. You can't hit the bar there, dog. Sorry. You gotta score, man. You gotta score. And as much as I would give Leandro Trossard my man of the match just for the way he improved our team tactically as a whole, also gotta score. Just take the first shot, man. Quit trying to dribble. Quit trying to cut the angle. Rip the first shot. I know you've got the finish in you, dude. I know he's got the finish. You just got to score there, man. You just got to put it away. 4-0. We should have had 4 at least. At least Jesus finish on the end. These nervy moments can easily be escaped. Can easily be finished. Can easily be put to sleep, put to bed, not have to deal with them out of mind by just finishing all these chances. We had them on the rack. We should have just finished the chances. 5-0 again. But that's the only thing. That's the only thing. We were fantastic for a long time in this game. Definitely in the first half. Good to see it. Interesting that perhaps Declan Rice hasn't had his best game, and yet 7, 8 out of 10. Love to see that. Odegaard's looking better. Trossard, if anyone at all has tried to grab that spot it was Trossard today. Fantastic to see it. Love to see the work rate from Martinelli, Saka, Jesus looking good up top. Yeah, got the win. Glad to stay on top of the Premier League. 4-point gap. Going to bed with that tonight. Love to see it. Yeah, so if you're as excited as I am about the win, go ahead and get the likes up on the video. Subscribe if you're new. We are on our way to 200 subscribers. Thanks for being here. Thanks for listening. You will see me next time.